Anirudh, Amyra, welcome to Film Companion.
Thank you so much.
I want to start off by asking you guys, the likes of Saif Ali Khan and Nawaz have made it really cool to be on the web and to do content on the web. What do you guys find most exciting about a Netflix release?
To start with, so many audiences are going to watch it at one day, one go, across the world. There are no boundaries. And obviously, people being so excited these days with the Netflix, with the kind of content they're coming through. So they already have this expectation that, if it's coming on Netflix, it has to be good.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited that we are part of it that way, and people would be longing to watch our film for that reason. Had it come into just theaters, people would be like, all right, let's see it, we'll think about it, probably it'll come on DVD or something. But now with Netflix, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they'll be right there.
Yeah. What helped you guys create the very natural chemistry that you both share on screen? How did that work?
So day one, she scolded me. Day two, she scolded me.
Well,
Day
actually,
three, she scolded me.
we managed to become very good friends because we had a lot of workshops. And then, I just realized he's someone who actually really accepts criticism, and not even criticism, but if you're trying to help him with something, he actually wants to listen. So there would be many times where I'd be like, just shut up and do it properly. To avoid.
As I said. But to be very honest, I think she's one person I've really met who's the most honest person I've ever interacted with. From day one, she would be on your face, whatever she is. You can count her.
He won't say nice. He'll say honest. Huh?
Yeah. No, she's not nice. Yeah, that's true. I mean, she would tell me, what is this?
She's not nice.
No, she's not. She's like, where's your energy? What are you doing? Is this how you're going to do your scene?
She really scolded you.
Yeah, she would do that. She would say, Mere samne kyun khada? Why are you standing in front of me? You're blocking my face. But, I mean, she's such an amazing friend. You can count on her anytime, anywhere. So I think that way it comes out.
I think he learned a lot because of me.
Okay. Yes.
When it comes to your close up and someone else's close up, and if the camera is not on you, it doesn't mean you're supposed to stop acting. So
I hope you're taking notes.
I've been doing that. I have a full book now, full thesis I've been writing on that.
In this film, you guys have had to laugh wholeheartedly, you've had to cry, you've had really intimate scenes. What's one emotion that you all found particularly hard to bring alive on screen as actors?
So for me, it was that scene where Seher comes clean to Kabir on the rooftop. That I found very, very hard, because that I remember with Leena, she's like, we can't go too over dramatic with it, and we can't be too subtle about it. So we have to just find that fine line in between, which is actually really difficult, as an actor. So for me, that was really hard. But I think you had a problem with the kiss, no?
No, not really with the kiss. Kiss was still fine, thanks to you. But I think there was a scene where I have to cry. Yeah. And Leena wanted me to cry out there. And I've never cried like that. Ever in my life, no matter what has happened, I would just come in terms with it, and I know how to handle it. Those emotions. I mean, there may be a cyclone inside me, but outside I would be quite fine. But Leena said, go out, express, and cry. And I want you howling and crying. I was like, I can't do that. So I think for that, I'd been thinking for 15, 14 odd days till the time it came. But I mean, luckily it went past through. So I hope it came out fine.
What's the biggest lesson in acting that you learned from Rishi Kapoor just by watching him work and on set?
You can't care about anybody else's opinion apart from your directors. You really can't. You can't afford to as an actor. This is not something just from him, but if you see any senior actor or any actor who is extremely confident and brilliant at their craft, you will realize that the only opinion that has to matter is your director's, nobody else.
I think what I learned from him was being, again, honest in the scene. He would just be there. He would not think about anything. He would just know that who he is, and he'll be there. And he said, just accept whatever is happening and go with the flow. And that, to be very honest, really helped me sail through my entire shooting course. He said, don't be conscious. I mean, if you're conscious, accept that you're conscious and be there. If you're angry, if you're nervous, accept it. Fine, I'm nervous, I'll still do it. I mean, don't try and fight your feelings. Just be there and honest with that. So I think that really, really helped me with that.
We're given to understand that he's a very temperamental person to be around. So how did you fashion your relationship with him?
So he calls me Bavi, because I'm Parsi, and he used to make a lot of fun of my Hindi also. So I think he was just very fond of me that way, because even I'd just give it back to him about Punjabi and...
She'd scold him as well.
But she would say stuff. Whatever she has in her heart, she'll say it. I know that.
Bina soch ke I talk. So I mean, that's all I was. I was just like that with him, and he really just reminds me of my own father because they have the same age bracket.
I would beg to differ on that, honestly, because I've heard those things, and a lot of people ask me, Rishi ji is so temperamental, but I feel that he's, again, what comes across in his acting, and she's very much like that. He's just honest. He'll tell you, I'm not liking the way you're sitting. Why you're not sitting this way? I didn't like the way you're acting.
That's very unnerving for an actor.
No, you just be like, why are you sitting like that?
Yeah,
like, what is prompting you to say? Because acting is reacting.
Sure.
It really is. So if Anirudh is sitting like this, then I can't sit like,
And
why are you sitting like that? Explain to me.
He would never say it in a bad way, and that goes into his lifestyle also. Like he would say, "खाना बहुत अच्छा है, जो भी तू लेके आया बहुत अच्छा था." Or he'll say, "लेकर आया but मुझे इतना अच्छा नहीं लगा." I mean, he's just honest. He's just onto your face, which a lot of people, I think, they're not able to take it. That's the only difference that I found. Otherwise, he was such a caring person. He would guide us. He would chill with us. He would talk to us. Never ever during the entire course, I felt even for once that he would be temperamental or I would feel scared of him, like ever. Yeah.
You talked about being honest. There's a line in the film where your character says it takes balls to fall in love. I want to know from you, what does it take to make the cut in Bollywood?
Honestly, just absolute and utter perseverance. You really, really have to have that goal and be fixated on that goal because honestly, like I still don't feel like I've made it in Bollywood. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but you're working, you're doing this. I feel like, as long as I have that.
What did you struggle the most with, at least?
Getting work here, it's not easy. Truly, to like go in for those auditions, to even know about what films are releasing first or, what they're casting for. All of that, that's very difficult. Like, just because you get one movie, it doesn't mean you're going to get another one. For example, just because you get a Dharma movie or a Yash Raj movie doesn't mean you're going to get a movie right after that. So it's that constant just waiting and auditioning and going in for meetings until you finally start reaching a point where at least it's a little more consistent.
Yeah.
Rather than 6 months off or 1 year off. And what I really liked is I kept switching between South and Bollywood. So I was always working. So for me, there was always something happening. And I think that is what has just brought me here today. And now with mediums like a Netflix coming out, it's just more work for us.
And good work. You're getting to make your debut
Yes.
with a Netflix film. But is the big screen still part of the big dream?
I really don't know if I can say that honestly because it was.
Okay.
When the film got completed and I was all gung-ho and excited to see myself on the big screen. That's when, Leena told me that Netflix is coming acquiring. And I think it was just because when you're debuting and you have this childhood dream, because you've grown up watching big screens and stuff. But I, in fact, realized myself that if you are into a film, if you're watching a film, the screen really doesn't matter. What matters is how many people are actually watching it. How many people are actually connecting with it. So I can say it for sure now that no, I mean, big screen is not something that I'm truly longing for. I'm longing for more good work, content which, I can connect and people can say, Acha kaam hai, it's a good work. I think that's more I'm looking forward for now.
And finally, I should ask you guys, since it is a digital release, what are you guys binging on right now? What are you binge watching?
I think I finished everything now. Netflix has to come up with more shows for me. I finished Sacred Games, I finished Sabrina, I finished Narcos. Guys have to really give me more content.
They're trying hard, trust me. For me, I'm watching Crown for the 5th or 6th time again. And I don't know why I'm in so much of love with some of their series. Which I go in repeating again and again and again.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that I'm looking forward now.
All the best for the release of Rajma Chawal. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.